everybody, Stephen Evans here, and today I wanted to talk about winter because we are getting ready to get into winter, and winter can be an expensive month because of utility bills, because of all the stuff going on, holiday expenses, and all of that stuff. So I just wanted to do a little quick video to talk about some ways to save money. And one of the first ways that I think that you can save money is if you have not had an energy audit done on your house or to see if your house has been sealed, I highly recommend it. We had that done to our house and we energy sealed our house and it saved us a ton of money. It was around $50 a month just by getting this process done and getting our house sealed. So by doing that, we save $50 a month, and over a year, that's $600, and over 10 years, that's $6,000 you save by doing that. So over time, it might seem like it's just a little bit of money, but over time, that stuff adds up. And in financial planning, I always tell people, the little things add up over time. So, $50 a month adds up over time. The next thing that I think would be a great one to do is to add a programmable thermostat. So programmable thermostats are a wonderful thing, and one of the best things about them is you can turn down the temperature at night. So in the winter, one of the things I like to do is drop the temperature down because I like to sleep when it's cold. I like the colder air. If I could, I'd set it at 55. My wife would probably kill me, but I like it cold. So we have ours set to go down at night and drop down about 65, and then heats back up. And then while you're gone, you can also have it drop down to 65 and then heat back up when you normally get home. By doing that, you're going to save a bunch of money on your utility bills because you're not heating your house as much. If you don't have a programmable thermostat, just turn it down at night, and then when you wake up, turn it back on. And it's a great way to save money. Another one that I like is cooking meals. And I do a lot of the meal prep at our house, 90% of it. And cooking meals is a great way to save money. So I kind of want to talk about a couple things about food. One of the biggest things that you can do is planning your food. So me and my wife, when we don't buy food for the whole week and plan out our food, we end up spending about $20 to $40 more a week if I just go to the grocery store every day and get pieces, because when you plan meals, you can, have 2 or 3 meals that might share the same thing. So that's a good way to save money. Another thing we do is we do the Crockpot in the winter. And the Crockpot is great. And we do, on Mondays, we try to make a big thing of either soup, stew, chili, and we just make a giant thing of it. And then I eat on that for lunch every week because, you can start getting in the habit of eating lunch out every day, which I did. And, I really enjoy doing it, but it started adding up and we were spending a good chunk of change on lunch. So I also like to work through lunch a lot of times because it's usually quiet and I can get a lot of stuff done. But bringing my lunch and doing that Crockpot meal, because a Crockpot meal is so cheap to make so much food, so you can make a giant thing of food for not a ton of money and eat your Crockpot meal. My favorite thing is this broccoli cheddar chicken soup I make. I could eat that every single day. So that is another great way to save money during the winter, is planning your meals and using a Crockpot and cooking at home and not eating out as much and not getting fast food. It's just planning and building that habit, and that's the hardest thing with all of this stuff, is building these habits. Another great one is to look at replacing your filters in your home. So if you have not replaced your air filters, those things are sucking more juice. So in the winter especially, it could be sucking a lot more power and a lot more natural gas or whatever you use to heat your home, but it can cost a lot of money. So by doing that, you can save money. So we recommend changing your filters every quarter. I own a bunch of rental houses, so I change all of my stuff. But that is a great way to save a little bit of money. The next one is to add insulation or replace old windows. I know it sounds like an investment, but it's something that's going to pay off. So at my house, I've talked a lot about how I had it energy sealed, I've added insulation, and then I got a new heating and air unit. And by doing all of those things, I saved about $150 a month. And that is a ton of money over the year. That's $1,800 a year. It's a lot of money. So, your windows may cost you $3,000. If you have to replace them, or it might cost some money to add insulation or do that, but what is the payback? You know, if it only takes you a year to pay it back, and then after 4 years you're saving money every year for those 4 years, that's an investment that pays back. So that's a big way to save money, is just do some repairs that might be costing money. I know some of these older houses, some of my older rental houses, before we changed the windows, I mean, we had ginormous utility bills, and you know, we replaced the windows and it saved a ton. So the older houses especially, you can really save a lot of money. And you know, it doesn't matter how much money you make. You know, if you own a big house and your house is under insulated and it's costing you $100 or $200 a month because of that, that's a lot of money, and that adds up. You know, you invest $200 a month for 30 years, that's a lot of money. A lot of money. So it doesn't matter how much money you make. All of these things are important. It is important to run efficiently. And finally, the last thing that I think is a great thing to do in the winter months is to work on your financial plan. To work on your budget, to go over your finances. You're stuck at home at night. It's dark. There's not as much stuff going on, especially in January. January is a great time, the start of the year, to review your financial plan, review your budget, review your debt, and set some goals. So trying to set some goals for the new year. You know, what are you going to try to do next year? Are you going to try to pay off debt? Are you going to try to save more for retirement? Are you going to try to become financially independent, start a new biz, maybe buy a rental house? I mean, there's just so much stuff you can do, and setting those goals is how you're going to get there. If you don't set a goal, you're probably most likely not going to get to that spot. So I really think that the winter is a wonderful, wonderful time to be looking at your finances. And if you need help, we are here to help you, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys soon.